All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Give it a few minutes to let me reload the page so I can get the live on my computer so I can see. Not a fan. Okay. Upcoming. Why are you not live now? I'm live. Forgot my coffee. I have to go get the coffee. Hold, please. All right, there it says live. Let me mute it. Pull it up so I can see who's here. Good morning. Hi, Mel. I have to go get my coffee. I'll be right. It's right here. I moved my stuff so I wouldn't be having the whole room in the back of me. Yes, so I pulled my computer and my massage table set up so I can be over here on the table. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing? So today we're talking about, well, hi, everyone. My name is Marty Forrest. I am an empath, recalibrator, Blu-ray, lightworker, coach, fill in the blank. Many things. Say hello. I'd love to hear from you. Who's here? Like the video, subscribe. We're going to talk about the Consciously Evolved Empath. Yeah, so then somebody asked me about, tell me more about that, because I was listening to some people unpack Carl Jung and his research that he done over 100 years ago. Lit me up. Just lit me up. I was so excited. Like, oh my God, this has been going on for a long time, and it wasn't just me, and I'm not crazy, and, you know, those kind of thoughts that we have. And it validated a lot of things that I'd already known as I was listening. And then someone said, well, I studied Jung. And I was like, well, maybe I better do my due diligence because maybe it's just an AI lie that's changed it. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm gonna look more into it. But in the meantime, I was really super on fire and inspired to create this 3-week session. I'll call it a session. It's gonna be 3 weeks, 3 live sessions, and then Telegram to stay in the energy, in the frequency of unpacking the shadow. That's what we're gonna be doing. Some of that Jung stuff, Jungian psychology of integrating the shadow. Somebody said to me some years ago that as angry as I was also as deeply as I could love. Well, I knew how angry I was. Thinking about loving that deeply pretty much terrified me. I had never experienced the love as deeply as I knew I was angry. So it's the same thing when I think of the shadow side, the parts that we've disowned because we've been shut down and suppressed and all those things. The same thing. If we don't own those pieces, we walk around very fragmented, and it makes it very challenging to be conscious, sovereign in our own energy. We're here to master. We're here to be masters. We're here to be masterful with our energy. I have something popping on my screen is a little distracting. So I'm on my phone, my computer, I got to call the people and go, why? What's going on with the computer? It just doesn't do well with any kind of live video. So we're going to unpack that shadow and integrate. Because if we're not integrated, we walk around just leaking everywhere. Guilty. Because every time I have a reaction and every time I'm reacting to somebody instead of responding, I'm like opening my field and connecting to them. We did not come here, my empathic fellow friends, we did not come here to be batteries for everyone. We are no longer transmuting for the world. We do our own internal work, transformation. And when we do that, then that filters out into the world. So then we become the frequency when we come into the room. We are the frequency. The room adjusts to us, or the environment adjusts to us, rather than us adjusting to the environment. How does that sound? I don't know about y'all, but most of my life, I'm scanning the room to see where I fit and where I can get along, or where I like the energy, where it feels good, instead of being the energy. And that's what it's all about today. Have you noticed things are moving super, super fast? Tomorrow is another eclipse. Today's 20, tomorrow's 21st. So a partial solar eclipse, sun eclipse. The last one was the moon. So we've been in this corridor of the eclipse. So it's been super intense. How are you moving through it? How is it flowing for you? How is life treating you? What are you noticing? What's coming up? The eclipses bring, and it's been going on, it just brings it up more intensely, brings up deeper layers to the surface. It's so weird. It goes from like 3 to 20 people watching. So what have you been noticing this last month, maybe a couple weeks? Deep, deep layers, the old memories that maybe you haven't thought of since it happened. Things that happened when I was a kid, things that I haven't thought about in 40 years. Just random little things that float through. Like, where did that come from? Nothing's triggering it. It's just this thing that's going through my brain. I'm like, all right, well. Notice it, acknowledge it, let it move. Because most of that stuff, hold on, I'm twisting up my words. Most of the things that we were traumatized by, we have worked through. You know, the big stuff, we've worked through that stuff. Now we're fine tuning, and it's the smaller things that start to come to the surface. Well, I don't know about you, but some of those smaller things just send me over the edge. The big things like, oh, yeah, I can deal with this. It's big. It's big. I better center and ground. And then the little thing comes along, pokes at me, and I'm like off the hook. People from long ago popping into my head. Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. People, situations, circumstances, things that you just haven't thought about in a long, long time. Or people that you haven't thought about in a long time. So this stuff that's being pushed up, some of it's the shadow. Golden Freddy, hi. Some of it's the shadow. Some of it's the pieces that we've disowned. Maybe we don't realize that circumstance traumatized us in some way. And it can be just the smallest, slightest little thing that we have forgotten about until it comes up again. But we're acting out in ways from that moment. Anything that we've disowned, it's going to come out sideways. It's going to come out in our behaviors and our beliefs. And then do you ever look out, why am I believing this thing? Where did this come from? Who gave me this belief? Whose behavior is this? Where did I learn this? These are questions to ask yourself. Where did it come from? Sometimes it's not that important, and sometimes it is. When we're looking at the shadow of ourselves, sometimes it's important to know so that we can clear that energy. It doesn't mean that we have to relive it and go back into all the trauma and the pain. It's not the point of it. The point is to observe, become neutral, so that we can clear the energy and let it be easy. There's some things that might still cause you pain. I can't determine that, but it's however I'm perceiving it. If I recognize that it's showing up for me to clear, then I look at it and go, okay, acknowledge, take a breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth, let that energy move. Remembering that it's all energy. If you feel into where it's living in your body, breathe into that area, let it move out. So that's one of the modules for this Consciously Evolving Empath. Looking at comments. Then we're going to go through the persona dissolution, or we can drop the masks. Being our deeply authentic. I'm I'm pretty certain I'm real and authentic, and then something shows up to reveal to me that I still occasionally have a mask. I I, I remember I had a coach. I was declaring that I was just this energy was so intense and it was affecting me so much, and she was like, "You're not a victim." And I was walking around declaring, "I'm not a victim. I'm not victimized anymore." But I still had another layer where that was showing up, that I'm playing victim unconsciously to all of the energy that's coming in. Does it affect me? Absolutely. I'm not unconscious to it, and I look at what do I need to do to best care for me and how do I roll through it. Right? That's life. We're in this like up and down, ebb and flow. I get to choose. Can also choose how to turn it down. What does that have to do with anything? So I can turn down the energy. I can say to the universe, "Hey, can we like turn it down a little bit, turn it down a notch so that my body can adjust to it?" And I may still need to rest or move the body so that it moves the energy. So that's the second module of this. The third one is going to be the active imagination, creating a reality. If we walk around unconscious, that's what's creating our reality, no matter what kind of positive affirmations we do in the world. I can speak them all day long, but if my energy and my consciousness does not match my words, the unconscious comes through. That's what the universe reads. That's the frequency. So it's important for us to take a look, unpack, look at it, shine some light in there, so that we can live as a whole integrated being instead of fragmenting our energy. That's what it's all about. Being conscious, evolving, empath. I'll put the link in here after I'm done, so you can check it out. It'll be 3 weeks, starts October 1st. It'll start as soon as you decide that you want to participate. We're here to do this together, and we're here to be a movement. As empaths, highly sensitive, lightworkers, grid workers, way showers, whatever you happen to be, Blu-ray. What else? We all have these labels, right, of what we have come in as in this lifetime, and we're all here to help the collective consciousness in our own way. But if we are not integrating our own shadow and our own light, I don't like that word. What's the word I want? It's not there. So it weakens our energy. Because I'm leaking out everywhere. And I'm not telling you this because I don't know. I've done it. It still happens. I just know how to course correct. Human things, apparently. So we came here to learn, to remember. We didn't come here to learn. We came here to remember how to master our energy. That it's all energy. And when we learn how to master our energy, then we can do amazing things. We do amazing things. We do amazing things now. Even though we're not fully integrated yet. We all came in as masters. I know we're learning how to master and be the master. Own it, claim it, be responsible. Otherwise, just, how do I say that? I've always been the light. You've always been the light. You've always been light in the world. People love to be around you. How many times have you heard, just feel so good when I'm around you, or something to that effect. I just feel so good when you come around, or when I'm around you. And then if we are not paying attention, then they have that ability to plug into us, and then we become their source. And we walk away feeling depleted. What if you didn't have to do that? What if it could be different? It can be. It is. And there are ways. And that's what this is going to be. Anybody have questions? What are my abilities? I'm going to pull a card from Otherworld Oracle. Anybody, what are your abilities? Aside from that question, anybody have questions about this? I'm dropping the card. Dignity. It's a peacock. Dignity, living with dignity, being dignified. She's on a throne, owning her sacred self. The number 8. So infinity, prosperity. When we are responsible and own our abilities, our own power as empaths, we stop playing victim and we live in dignity. Let me see what this little card, what this says here. It's in different languages. The book. Dignity is an unwavering testament to your intrinsic worthiness, your human right. It connects you to the very core of existence. It is the whispered promise of the universe, declaring that you are and always will be a mystery of divine creation. That's not all of it. I just read part of it. I'm listening. Any questions that you have? Comments that you have? From my real people that are here. My girlfriend was on a live the other day, and she was talking all about the whatever the programs are, the bots that come on and say crazy ass things. And so we are not here to live in hiding anymore, or to be suppressed or isolated. Now, we can choose that. We can choose to do that when we are taking care of ourselves, taking care of our energy, especially as intense as it's been. I had last weekend, I didn't even come on. I was gone all weekend. I was in Oklahoma City 2 days in a row with a bunch of people. And it took me a couple of days to recover from being around everybody and all the energy. So just knowing, and the thing is, I take care of myself even when I'm there, and I go outside when I need to, and I do those things that I need to, and still I come home, and Monday I had some other things to do with people, and I was like, by Tuesday I'm like, I'm done. Done peopling. So knowing when you need to replenish. And the cards, thank you for the hearts. The cards are from this deck, the Secret Language of Light. Create space. Number 38, which is an 11, create space. So create space for yourself. Because when we create space for ourselves, we create space for our evolution. Because I like to. And the next card is nourish, which is just what we're talking about. Taking care of yourself, nourishing yourself, creating space for yourself. So it's important for us to pay attention to what's happening around us, paying attention to the energy around us, the people around us, what's coming to the end. This whole eclipse season, this whole eclipse period is endings. A lot of things that are ending, and a lot of things have to end in order for new things to begin. We have to create that space. So there are things that are ending, whether it's behaviors, beliefs, relationships, jobs, where you live. Some things have to change for us to evolve. Let's see. Yes, preference. So a lot of times it just confirms what I'm talking about. And it's fun. I like to do it. Question, anybody else? What? People close to me have been triggering your annoyance? Okay, people close to me. When we are close to people and we live with people and there's no separation of the energy in the house. That's when I have my sacred space to go to my space. And you're still in the house with them. So being the frequency as a way of being, that's what this becoming more conscious, deeper consciousness and evolution as empaths. It becomes our way of being rather than something that we always have to do or to remember to do. We simply live in that space of high vibration. When we get annoyed, we open that space. Right? That's where our energy leaks come in. And then we allow the people that we're with or around, or maybe we're not even around them, they're just close to us in the nature of our relationship. They don't have to be in the house with us. It's the thing about energy, right? It's everywhere, it's anywhere, it's all frequency. So if people are annoying you, what is it? Because it's something that we want to change about them, typically. Or I'm just not in the mood to deal with them. Could be another thing. And then just knowing that it's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's not personal. My cats. I have cats. This is this deck. Practical Magic. It's a new deck I got. I don't know if there we go. So what do you need to do? Number 7 is physical strength, and it's the protector. So perfect for Mel there. It was not intended to be that, but it seems to be appropriate for that. Calling on your spirit helpers. called perspective. I can make it true all the time. I can apply it all the time. They're usually 90 to 100% accurate when I pull. So this physical strength and protector, I keep getting the message for myself personally to start training, moving the body, making it stronger. That helps to move the energy and helps me be able to carry more energy. Being in my space and just their energy is irritating, no judgment. I totally get it. I do. I get that. So calling on your helpers, calling on your angels, calling on whatever it is that works for you. When I get like that, I just leave. I have to go take a walk. Because I don't like feeling that way, and I don't like keeping that in my body. So I go for a walk. Get out of the house, get out of the energy so I can clear my space. Because otherwise I'm just in it and it's more difficult for me. I'll just own that. It's more difficult for me to stop being irritated until I can remove it myself. So if I'm in the house and my husband's got something going on, and I'm like, I either could come in here because I have a whole sacred space in my office, or I go for a walk. Go outside to get a break out of the energy. As long as we're in it and enmeshed in it and living in it, staying in it when we feel like that, it just keeps perpetuating. Because I'm not getting a break from it. And then you could do the tuning fork. I am not a predictor. I can see some things, but I don't predict things. Because it's all free will. So I can see a direction that things are headed, but timing, I'm not. Like, I can tell you, like, I could see a relationship and go, it's probably not going to work out, but I don't know when that might be. So I get those feelings, yes, but I'm not a predictor of that, yeah. Yeah, you're welcome, Mel. Yeah, as an empath, we all just know things. Like, have you ever met someone and you're like, I get all kind of I just go, My face gets contorted a little bit, and I'm like, what? Something about that person just like is a little thorn. And I go, I've learned, because I used to just dismiss that. Because it wasn't obvious or it wasn't apparent, and I didn't trust myself, so I dismissed it. But I've never been wrong. Not once. So I learned to park it. I'm saying I'll park it over here on the back burner, and it will be revealed. I may never be around to see it, but I never mistrust that. So we all know those things. We may not know the exact what it is exactly about that person, but I just know there's something. I'm not even guarded about it. I'm just observant. As we are evolving now with the energy that's raising our frequency and our vibration and the earth and the people, it's becoming a clearer path of discernment, and that knowing is becoming clear, and the intuition is getting really loud. Are you an energy reader or walk in a room and feel the energy? 100%. Yes. That's why I said energy reader. Walk in the room and feel the energy. I walk in the room, I feel the energy anymore. So that's part of the mastering our energy. I don't need to walk in and feel it. I come in with my own energy. I come in as the calibrator in the room rather than being calibrated by the room. Does that make sense? I'm not interested anymore in coming in and reading the room to figure out where I belong. Just not. I've done that my whole life. People pleaser, codependent. I wore those labels for a long time. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm interested in being the master of my own space, my own sovereign energy. So when I come in the room, it calibrates to me. Because I come in carrying that. Rather than, so I'm altering my environment rather than being altered by it. Yes, I can read the room, but I don't need to. I want to come in and bring that high vibration, that love energy that alters the environment that I'm in. Not because I need to transmute it, but because that vibration just filters through. So for a lot of years, I transmuted energy. Unconsciously, innately, it was very natural, very easy to do. But it was also very exhausting. How many of y'all do that? Are you still doing that? Stop doing that. So we're not here to transmute. We're here to do our own. To do our own. That's where the whole consciously evolving empath came from. So I can help you, show you how to do your own. Be your own calibrator, coming in the room with your energy frequency, filtering in the room, not being checking out where you need to go and how you need to adjust to fit in. We're not doing that. I'm not doing that anymore. When you walk in, yeah, I have felt that heavy energy. Yeah. Yes, I have. There's some places I've walked in and I walked right back out of. It didn't feel good, and I wasn't interested in changing it. Right? We get a choice. We get to choose. You get to choose. That's the beauty of it. We are always that choice. But if we're walking around, we're very super unconscious, not super unconscious, a little bit unconscious, somewhere unconscious. We all have some of that. Okay. Earth grounding. This is the deck. Elemental empath. Earth grounding. Number 1, new beginnings. Calm the mind, connect to the body. Mindfulness, nature. All the time. Why are you asking me all these questions? Calm the mind, connect to the body, mindfulness, and nature. So another one with a nature animal. You can see the spirit sitting on the earth. So you can sit, you can lay on the earth, you can put your feet on the earth, put them barefoot to ground yourself. People used to sleep on the ground, and it was quite amazing because the ions in the earth help us adjust and clear all that energy we've been carrying around. But we don't do that anymore. Rarely. We don't even lay on the earth. We barely walk barefoot. But the earth is powerful, powerful medicine. You don't have to walk. Thank you. Thank you for that. You don't have to walk on it if your feet are not comfortable, because we wear shoes all the time. But go stand on the earth, or go sit down and put your feet on the earth barefoot, and just let the energy, just let the energy move out of your body. Mother Earth automatically will neutralize it. We're not going to cause her harm. That's how powerful she is. That's how powerful we are. All right. Any more questions? I'm going to put a link in the, when I'm all done with this, I'm going to put a link in the description for the Consciously Evolving Empath. It starts on October 1st. So you can check it out. See if it's something that's calling to you. You can make payments for it. You can make one payment for it. Whatever works for you. Any other questions? Let me pull a dragon card to send us on our way today. I had someone, I'm in her group, and she said, she was talking about the dragons that had come through and calling them to help us. And the dragons are super powerful in air and fire. Expand your creative energies, harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm, communicate your passion. So, air and fire. Interesting. So, you can call on this dragon, air and fire, and you can ask the dragon to clear your way. And the dragon will come in and clear your way with fire. Blow it out with air. You can do it in your own space. If you're on a path and you feel like there's things that are just need to be cleared out, you can call on the dragon and ask them to clear your space. All right, lovelies. Anything else? Any other questions? Seeing my screen was stuck. All right. I will see you all here next week, somewhere in between possibly. And hopefully. Actually, I'm not hopeful. It's kind of a charged word for me. I'll just leave it there. I'll see you all here next week. Check out the link in the description. Have a great weekend. Namaste. Yes, we are evolving, Kimmy. That is my maiden name, Hicks. All right, lovelies. I will see you here next week. Check out the link when I get it up there, and I will see you soon. Namaste.